Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Taken in part exchange only this morning. Here we have a Volkswagen Touran 2-litre TDI SE manual vehicle. This is a 7-seater car. I'm not terribly sure if they're all 7-seater, but this particular one is 7-seater. Presented in black, unmarked I must say, with a sort of grey interior. Now, as I take you around the car, I just want to give you a bit of background. We took this in part exchange against one of our Mazdas, a CX-30. They're very happy with the car, but they don't really need the 7 seats any longer. And it's no secret, with ULEZ coming into effect next August, people in and around Orpington here, you know, unfortunately having to change their cars. Not a problem though, because there's still a lot of areas, well the majority of the UK, which won't be affected. So this car will live another life, I'd imagine, on the south coast or Midlands or towards the north of England. But this is an incredibly nice car. Now, it's got a full service history with the supplying dealer, which is Beadles of Sevenoaks, I think, or it's Otford, I think is actually where it is. Now, I forgot to bring the book out with me, but I'm going to pause this video once I've gone through the bits in the car, go back to the showroom, and I'll share them with you. And it also had the Cambelt done, and that was done last year. So this has got a full VW history. Now, there's no doubt that you'd get a cheaper one, but not one like this. It is lovely. Now, the people we bought it off, the husband's an engineer, and you can almost tell with how sort of anal he has been with his car, and when he handed it over to us. You've got Goodyear tyres, and they all look very, very new, all matching, you know, so people that have really cared for their car. You've got parking sensors definitely at the rear, and I've got a feeling at the front as well. Yes, front and rear, which is useful for a car of this size. Now, I believe this is like a facelifted car. I know it's 12 years old, but I think it is slightly revised from the original Touran. Different lights, etc. I mean, look at those tyres. Look, they look brand new. And this being the 2-litre, I think is the better engine. I've driven the 1.6s. I've found them a bit gutless. Now, here's the car in its 7-seater format. Let's have a look what's under here. Ah, the headrests. There you go. I was about to call up our customer and say, oh, you forgot my headrests. So the headrests, when the seats are up, will go in here, and then when the seats are down, they tuck away here. So that's good. That's really good, because otherwise they tend to be left somewhere and then sort of go missing. So 7-seater, I mean, I personally wouldn't want to sit in those seats, but I remember as a kid I always wanted to sit in the back of the car, and I would have got myself in there. Even if the rest of the car was empty, I'd be sitting at the back, probably pulling faces to the traffic at the rear. Now, these seats, in fact, let's give this a go. These seats also flip up a little bit. So, oh, hold on. Let me turn that. So, let me put this seat forward. So, I've put the passenger front seat forward. These seats fold, like so. Yeah. Okay, so you've got all this room here. By the way, you've got ISOFIX anchorages. And they're like 3 separate seats. So, I imagine that one probably comes out. Don't hold me to that though, but I'd imagine it could come out. Now look, fold that down like so. Then there's another tag. Voila. Yes, you can take these seats out. Okay. So if you want to have a van type vehicle, this is the van. This is the car for you. You can take those seats out. I suppose if you had something large to carry, because it's a very nice sort of square shape, this car. So very practical for carrying loads. Yes, so you've got these sort of handles as well. I can imagine these are very, very heavy. So let's fold the rear seats down. Now, I'd imagine most people wouldn't have the sort of 7 seats up unless they're in regular use, of course. What am I doing wrong here? I am doing... there we are. So there's your boot. So as big as any big boot, perfect for a dog, etc. Oh, by the way, this hasn't had a dog in the car. Most of these cars have a very hard life, apart from some very light scratching there. This interior is superb. And as I say, because cars of this ilk tend to be used, you know, by families, have dogs, you know, things put in it, it's gone to the dump, and they normally have a very hard life and look a mess. But look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And then obviously this is the tonneau cover that goes in the back there. Look, they've even got a warning triangle. So let me just show you these seats here. Look, absolutely lovely and very nice and wide. Very nice and wide. And you've got these picnic tables, or I'd probably say iPad tables this day and age. There's no wear on any of the seats. We haven't even cleaned this car, by the way. This is how it's come, which I sometimes think it's nice, especially if a car is off a very decent standard without us cleaning it. It's nice to show a prospective customer, yeah, how it's been looked after. Let's have a look in here. Nice wide doors, easy access. You've got the vents in the back there, and roof rails. And they can come in very handy. You've got electric windows, wing mirrors, heated wing mirrors, automatic lights. Now, I don't think I mentioned the mileage. 54,384 miles. So that's very low for something like this. This has got a lot of life left in her. And look at this. Spare key. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. In fact, they told me it has never been used. So 2 keys. I've even got the key number. So very, very... I'd imagine that is the tag from when this car was new. We used the same tags. Right, foot on the clutch, turn it on, fires into life. Tells me it's 3.5 degrees outside. I think it's colder than that. You've got your fan there, air con, music, radio. There's no DAB. I was having a search for that. There was an auxiliary. Let me find where that is. Ah, there you go. Media in, auxiliary. Okay, so do you know I bought a Bluetooth transmitter for one of those auxiliary sockets, and it connected my phone, and I had it on a holder here, and I was able then to listen to music, and also it doubled up as a hands-free kit. It cost me about £3. So me myself, I would leave this as it is. You've got the good sized glove box. You've got an airbag switch there. So unlike Mercedes-Benz, because this is topical in my family, my mum had to buy a child seat that's probably worth more than her car just to turn the passenger airbag off. But with this, the Volkswagen, you just use the key, and you've got the cooled glove box. Okay, you've got cruise control. You've got Bluetooth. You've got like a trip computer buttons. You can go through your... Oh, look, next service, 8,100 miles. Okay. And this will do like 60 to the gallon, something ridiculous like that on a long run. So lots of settings there. Now, we're a Mazda dealer, but we very much welcome part exchange, regardless of what you have, regardless of the value. I know there's a bit of hype out there about getting better deals, etc., but no, we want your car. In fact, this car was purchased for more than what these heavily advertised companies would offer. And then it's a nice, seamless, enjoyable buying experience. And we do want your car, and it makes my job easy, nice, because I do a lot of the videos, and you know, it's interesting learning about new product. Now, so we very much welcome you get the best deal with a part exchange. Now, when I go back to the office, I'm gonna pause this video and restart it and show you the service history. It's impeccable, but we'll come back to that. Okay. The car will come with a year's warranty, a year's So year's warranty, it will go through the workshop. Anything that requires doing shall be done. It'll be fully validated. There are 2 VW emblems for the centre of the alloy wheels. They are missing. In fact, I didn't do a proper walk around the car. I got distracted by the 7 seats. Okay, don't know where they've gone, but they're missing on both sides. Yeah, got the ones at the rear, so I'm going to order them up. Now, hopefully you can see this car is in beautiful condition. Okay. Very quiet as well, very quiet. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll take a short break now, and I'll be back to you in just a moment. Hello, back again. One other thing I was meaning to go through. This car has front and rear sensors with this very interesting sort of visual aid. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how we do. There you go, look at that. It tells you where the hazard is coming from. Look at that. Superb. That's quite impressive for such an, you know, old car, I suppose. How technology has really come along very quickly. Right, so I'm just going to pop back into the office, back with that service history. See you in a moment. Right, here we are back in the office, and as you can see, Beadles was the first keeper of this car. 23rd of September, that's actually my birthday. I was much younger then, in 2010. And then it was registered to the customer. So let's have a look. Imagine it's like a pre-registered car. There you go. So Beadles had it for 10 months there, look. Okay, now for the service history, which I keep talking about, I have it here. Service schedule, here we go. So it's a 2-litre TDI SE. Beadles are 7 Oaks. So many pages before you actually get to the service history. Here we go. So, Beadles, first service May 11 at 7,000 miles. Then again in May 12 at 15,419 miles. Then again in June 13 at 12,545 miles. No, she can't be right. 12. 9,785 miles. I was reading the invoice number. September 14, 21,437. 15 at 26,197. 16 at 34,216. In 17 at 39,491. 18, 42,938. 19 at 45,978. 2020 at 48,412. 2021 at 49,914, including tooth belt and tensioner, etc. Okay, and then again in September 2022. So the car is ready to go. Here we go. Look, Cambelt replaced. Cambelt kit fitted. There you go. Look, September 2021. Software update here. Can't read that, but I think that says Cambelt and water pump, so it's had it done twice. So as you can see, the previous owners did not skimp on any maintenance and servicing. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Sorry it's been rather disjointed. Any questions, give us a shout, no matter what time of day it is. Leave us a voicemail, we'll pick that up and try to come back to you. If it's out of business hours, we'll drop us an email. So thanks for watching, look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, bye-bye.